But also, it was also about paying the bills, man. And it was just like hustling. And so I was out there kind of raising myself.
All right, so Gavin Newsom is back in the news. And yes, in case you didn't realize it, he is running for president in 2028.
You're not afraid to go into red states.
No.
When I saw you slinging shots behind the coffee bar, I thought this guy might run for president.
I have no idea. The idea that a guy who got 960 on his SAT that still struggles to read scripts, that was always in the back of the classroom, the idea that you even throw that out is in and of itself extraordinary. Who the hell knows? I'm looking forward to who presents themselves in 2028 and who meets that moment. And that's the question for the American people.
Is it fair to say after the 2026 midterms, you're going to give it serious thought?
Yeah, I'd be lying otherwise. I'd just be lying. And I can't do that.
First off, I would say to that interviewer, clean the off your lips when you're interviewing that guy. I mean, just awful. Like, it's the jet lag 12 days later. That's one thing. Number two, the question for the American people is who can they vote for who will defend America? Who will keep people free? Who cares about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights? Who cares about individual rights, American values, Western freedoms, et cetera, et cetera? Nothing about and you only got a 960 on your SAT. You're a couple of years older than me. I got a 1200, which was pretty good. Not even that great. They've made it subsequently stupider. So, whatever. Like, he's just absolutely awful. But you might say, why did he only get a 960? Why was he in the back of the room? And it's because he grew up eating macaroni and cheese and bread.
But also, it was also about paying the bills, man. And it was just like hustling. And so I was out there kind of raising myself, turning on the TV, started, just getting obsessed, sitting there with the Wonder Bread and 5 stacks of,
it's like the White Stack 5 story.
Come on. Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
That's how I grew up, bro.
Are you talking about me?
Young YG.
YG,
but
man.
Every day in the backyard, just bouncing the basketball, throwing the ball against the wall until the ball is just like fraying, man. And your arms falling
yourself.
off. That's it. Whole thing. So just, and then, then this student that was student is in the back with his head down, all of a sudden started throwing the baseball a little faster than everyone else. And started, make a few free throws because I was sitting there practicing 500 of them every damn night. And in high school, I look up in the stands, my dad's back up there.
Okay, dope.
And it's like, man. And then he's bringing his friends, and you're captain of the team, and you're like, gee, and it just saved me, and it got me into college.
God, they are all so inauthentic. The fact that a billionaire who's orange with that crazy hair is more authentic than literally every single Democrat will never cease to amaze me. So they were struggling to pay the bills, and he had to turn on the TV with the Wonder Bread and the stack, and he ate macaroni and cheese. Oh, not macaroni and cheese. Like, I eat half the kids' macaroni and cheese. Everybody loves macaroni and cheese. That's number one, right? Like, if you don't like macaroni and cheese, something's wrong with you. That's number one. But also pretend he wants you to think that he grew up poor. Well, it turns out that his father worked for Getty Oil, and his grandfather, Gavin Newsom's grandfather, was an oil tycoon, okay? How about this image from Gavin's high school? Look at he looks so poor and hungry. And am I looking close enough? Is that macaroni and cheese off his lapel over there? What's going on over there with that scarf? And he was the most stylish in all of high school as a senior, which, the poorest kids are always considered the most stylish, right? And of course, this picture has been making the rounds. Look at this. I mean, this is wild. That is Gavin Newsom with a couple of his high school buddies in 1991, and the San Francisco Chronicle is doing a piece on the rich kids. Look at them. And you've got 2 of the Gettys. Have you ever been to the Getty Museum? Have you been to the Getty Villa in Malibu? This guy had a lot of money, and he's hanging out with, I don't know if those are the grandkids or what, but like, they can fake everything. It's a completely made up construct. If you've been seriously injured, your case could be worth millions, and you should know exactly what your rights are. That's why I want to tell you about Morgan & Morgan. They're America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys working in all 50 states. Unlike a lot of firms that settle quickly, Morgan & Morgan doesn't take lowball offers from private insurance companies. Just in the past few months, they won $12 million in Florida when the insurance company offered only $350,000. And in New York, they secured $6.8 million on a case where the offer was just $275K. And the best part, it's absolutely free unless you win. Insurance companies try to pay out as little as possible. Morgan & Morgan fights to get you more. It only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case, and you can do it right from your phone. It's that easy. Because their ideas are bad. Here is example 32-17-1B.
All this anti-woke stuff is just anti-black. Period, full stop. All the CRT, ESG, DEI stuff, that's all this is. It's this great purge, and it's happening in real time, and I'm sitting here, and I feel like, luckily I'm governor, but like we're not doing enough. Right. We're not calling this out. We're not drawing a line here. And again, it's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about who we've
right and wrong,
man. Yeah,
right,
it's
and
right
wrong.
and goddamn wrong. Daylight and darkness.
Right and goddamn wrong. He is evil. Whoever you are, that's what his saying is. It's not about that. It's whoever we are. I'm not you, brother. Okay. And I can pretend when I'm with black people to speak a little bit differently too, which is another thing they all do. They code switch. They even have a term for it. We code switch. I'm with Asian people and I'm with them and I'm with black people. And DEI is evil. All of the woke stuff is anti-white racism. If you are looking at 10 resumes and people have equal qualifications, and then you decide to bring their race into it, or their genitals, or whether they wear big furry hats while they're having sex, there's something wrong with you, okay? You should be colorblind, all right? So you guys have instituted systemic racism, and the fact that now he's still going for it now, which I do think is particularly interesting, because a lot of us thought that we thought the kind of woke thing was dead. Now the Mamdani version is bringing it back with the dash of jihad, but now he's going all the way back to it. So they obviously are doing some testing within the Democrat Party, and people still want it. So if you are white, if you are straight, if you are sane, certainly if you're Jewish or anything else, you must leave the Democrat Party. You should have nothing to do with these people. And Gavin, by the way, if you believed any of it, you would not run for president. You would find a colored person, because that's what you think of them, really. You would find one of them and you would back them to run, because you're a rich white guy who wants to pretend he's a poor guy, but you would give them the job. But we know you're not going to do that.